Sup flappers, I'm sure you have all seen or heard about the patch 1.5 special program livestream at this point, and depending on how in-depth you have looked at what was shown, you may or may not know about what is going on. And in this video, I want to talk a bit about what this 1.5 special program tells us about not just Genshin Impact, but also MiHoYo that deserves our attention and in a way respect. So before we get into all that, please take just a few moments to go down and subscribe to the channel as I release daily Genshin content including news, guides, tips, memes, parody, and even Genshin cooking videos. Yes, we do it all on this channel. And just earlier today, we had 2,800 people on stream watching the patch 1.5 special program, and it was a blast. So I look forward to seeing your familiar faces going forward. Now let's talk about this live stream and why it's important for us to give credit where credit is due. It's no secret that over the past month or so, the Genshin Impact community has gotten a bit more restless than previously. This is in part due to the lack of content as well as MiHoYo's silence towards our concerns. Of course, the biggest culprit of it all is the lack of emergency notice to address the security concerns to the game. All of these issues have built up player expectations and raises the bar for MiHoYo to deliver. I'm not going to lie when I say I had my doubts on whether MiHoYo will be able to address these concerns and provide the players with answers. However, through their livestream and developer note update, most if not all of the issues have been addressed, if not solved. And what's more impressive is that they even went a step beyond and managed to tackle issues that have been plaguing the community but was not brought up due to the slew of other problems. Starting at the very beginning, and that is security. The reason I bring this up is because nothing MiHoYo does really means anything if players are too worried to invest into the game, and I'm talking about investing both time and money. No one wants to be playing a game they may lose all the progress to because someone bought their account for 20 cents. And in MiHoYo's developers discussion, it was mentioned that MiHoYo is currently working on some sort of verification for account logins. Now, I covered this in a video a few days ago, but here is the English version where it clearly states that MiHoYo's dev team is currently in the works to further ensure account security. Although this was not mentioned in the live stream nor in the English version of the developers discussion, in the Chinese version it was mentioned that the earliest version of this new security system could be expected in May or June of this year. With this, it shows that MiHoYo is listening. They are working towards solutions without wasting the time and resources to come out and say they are working on these solutions. In a way, it's more respectable that they are continuously taking the criticisms while working hard behind the scenes to provide us a solution. Moving onwards, and this is the obvious one, content. Okay, what does this even mean? Content essentially are just meaningful or engaging things to do in the game, and boy have we been lacking content. Not just chill and relaxing content, but also content that can really challenge the players and their powerful characters. This is another big issue that has been spearheaded by big content creators. And in the patch livestream, all these concerns were tackled in one way or another. You want more challenging content? How about a new rendition of the most challenging event we had up until now, the Symphony event? For people who don't want to feel pressured to partake in challenging events, there are plenty of events for you to enjoy, such as the hide and seek event, the maze event, the Starfall-like event, right? The Hilichurl event, and even the talent double drop event. And reduction in world boss stamina cost for up to 3 times per week, while also including teasers for future content releases through sneak previews of concept designs. If you guys didn't catch the CN livestream, you likely did not see that an unfamiliar face was teasing the Inazuma region for us. Now, this may not be a roadmap, but an important step in managing the players' expectations and prevent us from getting impatient in the future or relying too heavily on leaks. Events are also not the only thing which are new content. We have 2 new bosses, one for the world boss and one for weekly boss, as well as a new abyssal monster. It took some time, people, but these are all major concerns player had for the game, and although the events are not permanent additions, it's good to see MiHoYo taking this opportunity to address our worries. And you thought I was done? No, I'm not, because we now officially also have the housing system implemented, with MiHoYo even mentioning that there will be future updates to come involving the housing system. So expect things to continually be pushed forward, boundaries to be expanded. For mobile players who are struggling with file sizes, guess what? You can now uninstall voice packs to free up potentially 9 gigabytes of storage. Now, there is an old saying, show, don't tell. And this couldn't have been more true for the approach MiHoYo has taken. I think going forward, it's important for us to understand that MiHoYo does care about the players that are outside of China. And I've got to say, in all my years of playing Eastern-based developer games, that this is a first, regardless of being on the PC or mobile. The Western audience has always felt that they have been silenced and ignored, so it was a knee-jerk reaction for the community to think that we have just once again been ignored and tossed to the side. But now looking at how things have gone, MiHoYo has shown us that they are not just the first company to make a game of this scale, but also to show us that they are willing to listen to feedback and implement things in the game which players are wanting to see and experience. Okay, of course, there could be a scenario that MiHoYo has always meant to do this and that the players simply got impatient waiting, so it's not really MiHoYo listening to us as much as it's all just a coincidence. Everything happened to line up with what we were complaining about. Either way, the community pretty much got everything they wanted, with the exception of a couple key aspects of the game, which players hope can be changed in the future. Resin. But I mean, you can't ask MiHoYo to change everything and leave nothing for the devs to hold on to when it comes to their game. Personally, I am more than content with what 1.5 has to offer, and I think MiHoYo is just getting warmed up with how they want to continue taking the game in a direction that can satisfy as many players as possible. But what I can say for certain is that MiHoYo seems to be a people pleaser. They are quite ambitious in the fact that they are trying to please as big of an audience as possible, trying to make sure no one is left behind and that everyone may find something in the game to enjoy. I truly have never seen a developer willing to attempt this feat, and only time will tell if this is the best way, but I am sure as hell ready to go with them to find out. And that's it for this video. I am extremely excited for patch 1.5, as you can tell, and at this point, patch 1.6 as well, knowing that Inazuma is likely just around the corner. What about you? Let me know in the comments below. Are you satisfied, not satisfied? What would you like to see in terms of future updates, or just details from the patch 1.5 update? Remember to subscribe so you never miss updates to the game from both CN and EN, as I am able to translate things for you immediately as they are out. Also, join our Discord where you can also drop CN info in there that you have found for me to translate. So with that said, I will be taking my leave, but of course I'll be live streaming tomorrow at 7 p.m. PST in collab with Braxophone. You won't want to miss it. So until then, stay safe and peace.